All right, so now we're gonna look for next mining location. We're gonna look for, and I'm gonna show you all what I did for finding moons of value. So, hey. Undock here. I don't know if anybody's searched this area or not, but what I did was I made some new I made some new bookmarks, and these bookmarks are set up to do something different. They are set up to go to the moons that have good ore values. Hello, MK1. Moons that have good ore values, as opposed to moons that have athanors at them. So we'll go out here and look, and I have already scanned all of these moons. I know everything that's at them. I put it into a spreadsheet. And so we are going to warp to some places, and if any of them do not have an athanor at them, then it is a good place to place one. So here's one being placed currently. And so what I did was I made, you see right here is the beacon. And so I just made my bookmark there at the beacon, and then come out and look. So if you guys haven't seen what it looks like when a station is being built, that is what it looks like. It builds from the outside in, down to a little nodule in the middle. So, yeah, a moon mining database, you know, there are some things that that are out there, but none of them seem to be really accurate. Yeah, it's an interesting effect here. Let's orbit this. It is an interesting effect, and so anyway, this one is getting built. And it takes 24 hours for them to build. So when you set them up, you have the moon, you have the mining beacon. Found that it doesn't matter so much where the mining beacon is against this. It pulls it to within 100, and I can see here that this one's placed wrong. Should have been on the other side of the beacon, so that you can jump to this point, and then your exit on the far side of the station so that you can jump to the belt. This one is pointed towards all of this, stations over there and gate. So, all right, let's go to another one here. So what I did was I basically took kind of a value of each one of these moons and applied it to the values of the ores and how much there is and everything. So this one right here. So I'm in Weirshota, and this is Planet 5 Moon 1. And Planet 5 Moon 1 has 37% crocite, 38% amber, and 23% cosite. So the crocite is what makes it to where it has some value. If it didn't have at least the crocite there, it wouldn't have any value. So will this one, if you placed one here, would it be worth it to mine it and everything? Yes. But yeah, and very low goo percentages. Yeah, good. This one has 23% goo. So this one's on the list. I have other moons that might be better before I would place one here. But this one is in the realm of stuff that I feel is okay. So then go here. I've got a few stations here. So here's another one that I placed. And let me see what this has. So this one has 45% crocite and 37% hebergite. And then 17% cosite. And what's nice about it is when you go and you scan all of these, it gives you this nice list and it allows you to copy it to clipboard. Go into a Google spreadsheet, Google Sheet, just paste in, and bam, it just lays it right all out there for you. So, do you have to worry about big corps attacking over the moons? You know, it hasn't been so much of a worry so far. It could be in the future. And if you're worried about that, don't take the top 10% moons. Stay at the 90% value and below. Don't take the top 10% because the top 10% is what they're going to go after most likely. So there are a lot of unused moons. So yeah, if you crash while you're scanning, or if you dock up, or if you go to another system, the scans stop and the information is wiped. You have to do an entire one in one sitting. So I have one system where I'm going to have to do it in 2 sittings because there's over 100 moons in it, and I just can't get 100 probes on a ship unless I want to do it on a, you know, an industrial ship or something, and that just would be so slow. So that one I'll get the first half done and get everything set up. I'll get that onto a sheet, and then I'll wipe that, get my more drones or my more probes, and then do the second half. So, yeah. All right. So this is basically, you know, what we've got here, and so this one here is another moon that I tagged that was worth it. This one is Wirshota 7-1. And now it doesn't have any of the real high-end stuff, but it has a lot of the good mid to high tier. It has 27% scordite, 33% jaspit, 29% hemoferrite, and silite's only 10%. Mini moon question above. Does the value of the pull vary based on the composition, or do you just get more volume? So it will tell you whenever you are pulling something what it's going to be. Let me see if I can dock here and look at this one. I think I can look at this. This guy is not he's not in the corp, but I set him to admin so he can at least look.
Docking request accepted.
So I can take control of this. I can fire with this, with him being an admin and stuff, except that I'd have to be at war with whoever I'm firing with, and since I'm in an NPC corp, that's not going to happen. So this one is battle fit and everything. Some of them are battle fit, and Probably if I had a credible war deck or whatnot, I might battle fit all of them. And so on the amount that it mines, like this one is 18 days remaining. It's 1.5 billion. So this is the makeup of this moon. And then if you go 6 days, it's the same percentages. It's just lower total. It'd be around 550 million or something like that in value. And this here is, almost 1.5 billion. So the moons that have better stuff on them are worth more daily. But one thing I have figured out is that you don't need to be greedy. You just need to keep mining. So if let's just say you got the number one moon in a system where you're at, and then you got the number one moon in a system 10 jumps away, I'd rather have some more moons in that same system as the first one that were 75% as good than to have a number one moon so far away. You spread your resources that far, it's a problem. I am keeping my stuff pretty well together and in some core systems. And I don't plan on going further than this core systems that I've set unless we need to, we're just not getting enough. And currently with, my fleet and everything, I think it's fine. So anyway, let's see here.
You, sir, rock.
The longer the pull, the greater the value. It's still the same amount per day, if that makes sense. So this one is a public facility, and so we're gonna, have a public fleet here. It'll be 1.5 billion, whatnot. So it'll be a pretty good haul for us, and yeah. So Dragon Knight, thank you for the follow. All right, so let's go and switch over to a different mode here. Get out of here. So you set up your polls to keep you mining, Team Newbeeve. If you can only mine for 2 days a week, then you would set up your polls so that you had enough for you to mine for those 2 full days. If you can mine every day of the week, then you want to try and set up your stuff so that you're always on the ore. It's not going to always be possible, and that might get to be too much. But and then when you get to where you're not able to mine all of it, then and if you're going to add more stations still, then you start cherry picking and taking just the best stuff. So, and leaving the scraps for other people. Okay, so I don't remember how many Athenors there are in here. Probably about 15 or so.
Warp drive active.
Going first to a chunk that I saw. It was 2 days ago. I doubt there's anything left. Nope, nothing left. And they're not pulling again. Did we mine the whole thing and they said, screw it, we're not doing it again? Possibly. That's something that's been happening.
Active.
So I'd have to figure out how much I can mine per hour per character, but yeah, Do the codes work with your current Omega Time discounts? Yes. Exclamation point coupon in Twitch chat. Link in the description on YouTube. It's already on sale, but then if you put in a discount code, it'll give you a little bit more as well. Hey, nothing going on here.
Warp drive active.
Hey, there's not many moons in
Warp
this
drive
system.
active.
Hey, well, this one's mining. That's 888 away. That's not going to happen anytime soon.
Warp drive active.
Not mining. I'm looking at who the corps are on these. I may start marking
Warp drive
these
active.
as who's mining and who's not to see whether or not they're active. And if the moon is good, if it's good stuff, oh, holy cow, that is a fine looking moon. UPF. Yeah, these guys get a little hinky, I think. 268. This one might be in the morning.
Warp drive active.
When you win the lottery, you'll buy $1 million worth of Plex. That would be too much Plex. I think you should buy like maybe $10,000 or $20,000 worth of Plex, and then spend the rest on shares of CCP. What do you think of that idea?
Warp drive active.
You couldn't buy CCP for $1 million. That's not enough. But you could buy some shares.
Warp drive active.
So these guys are boring in here. A lot of them are not mining at all. All right.
Warp drive active.
Looks like a gank happened around there too. Have all that Concord there? Something happened.
Warp drive active.
So Russians have a lot of moons in this system I'm in now. That looks like a pretty big haul there. It's a pretty big chunk.
Warp drive active.
Nothing going on here. Let's see. Do I have any intelligence on this one? This is 10-4. Yeah, this one's shit, man. But this is what I'm talking about. So this one is 79% amber and 20% silite. I don't know why anybody even put something up here, but mining something is better than nothing. So let's see what amber is currently going for. Got to go down to the bottom of the list here. 155 ISK per cubic meter. Yeah, no one's going to steal your shit there. That has got to be the worst moon in the entire system. Yeah. But I'll mine it if there's shit there and I don't have anything else to mine. Absolutely. Yep. So, yeah, that's kind of funny. It's like, why bother?
Warp drive active.
No way that it's worth the value? Yeah, I don't know what it would be worth. It's worth it. I think even the shittiest moon, you can still make money off of it. If other people, especially if nobody else is mining your moon with you. Yeah. And you know what? Nobody is scoping out your moon to go mine it when they're doing it based on moon value. They're not even going to give you consideration. So maybe it's smart. You know, the people in business that silently make the millions are the people who stay under the radar, that you don't even think about. And they're just doing their thing, not making any noise, not getting anybody's face, not doing press releases out and all that shit. They are just doing their thing and not bothering anybody. And they retire and they're millionaires, multimillionaires, and they still are not flashy about it, and they live comfortably. Why not? All right.
Warp drive active.
Slow and steady wins the race. 100% Sky Monkey. 100%. You are correct. Can I move my cam 5 pixels to the left? My left or your left? Boop. There's 5 pixels. I don't know if that's to the left or the right or what it is. Perfect. What was wrong with it before? Ordering via mobile kind of sucks, I know. I want to make that a better experience. But you notice the banner over there is gone. It's not up at the moment. I was going through the shelves from stuff. It usually hides that shelf over there. Oh, the button's cut off for send a message. God. I hope to redesign the whole store here really soon. Whatever. All right. As long as you guys like it.
Warp drive active.
What if I start sitting over here? Does that bother you at all?
Warp drive active.
Over here, maybe? Well, what if I start playing like this? There we go. Talk to the beard, people. Talk to the beard. Why not a green screen in my backyard? It's an idea, I suppose. Just do it kind of this way. Oh, looks like it rained a little bit. You can see some drops. Oh yeah, so like tomorrow we're supposed to get the edge of this tropical depression that's going up toward Mississippi. Photography rule 2/3. Yes, I know those rules. Yeah. My wife's a professional photographer. I did a lot of photography. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
What is this? Hmm. So. All right. Oh, darn it. That saved into the wrong place. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so we have something here. Okay, let's see where this is. So this is 38% Bistot. This is another shit moon. 38% Bistot, 41% Ochre, and 20% Silite. But ship mining is better than no mining. Your internet was out. Chief Tradums. So, anyway, I don't know if these people are here or not, but this you like mining Bistot? Let me show you the calculation on that. So, it goes Markee, which is the most highly rated, which I've never seen in any high sec. Nice, we have that. Spodium, Arcanor, Veldspar, Crocite, Plagalese, Jaspit, Proxiers, Hemophorite, Bistot. There it is, Bistot. 236 per cubic meter. Whereas like Crocite, which is where I cut off at, is 316. So, and I like things that have Nice and Spodium. Nice is 437. Almost double what Bistot's worth. But, again, you know, yeah, mining crap is better than not mining at all. My guys are all in dock, not mining right now. I haven't found a spot for them yet. Although this may be the spot, but I haven't found a spot for them yet.
Warp drive active.
Interesting to hear things that you've only pronounced in your head. What, like Markee? It doesn't. I think it sounds a lot different than it looks. Holy cow! We're in the money. We're in the money. All right. We found Kernite and Jaspit and Silite. And are these the owners here? They are. These are the owners. I hate to mine where the owners are. Disrupt their stuff. They're not Russians. I'm gonna keep looking.
Warp drive active.
Wait till they log off and then go mining. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm probably pronouncing some of this stuff wrong too. So. Oh, you respect South. Join the air hogs too, huh? All right. Very good.
Warp drive active.
How many job products can a single tune have in total? Like manufacturing jobs? Research jobs? 11 each?
Warp drive active.
Nameless. Well, maybe there's something you got in manual review on yours. They may have to override it. They're looking at it. There's several things that go into that. It could even be that you're in a high risk area. So, but you are, even though it says manual review on you, you are getting your stuff like pretty quickly, right? Not having to wait long, I wouldn't suspect. Or if you're ordering like Shroud of the Avatar stuff that has to be delivered, then those will always go manual review because it requires a human to deliver it to you.
Warp drive active.
So don't take it personal. Nothing personal. It's just our anti-fraud. That's how we've stayed in business for so long, and so Stevie Wonder, but is unable to see it. Yes, well, Stevie has a problem that he can't see it. So he seems to do okay though, doesn't he?
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
What is this? Oh yeah. These are the guys that may be blowing up in 5 days. What planet are they on? They're on 1018. Is this anything good? No. 21% Arcanor, which Arcanor is good, but it's only 21%. Infrite, 46%. Silite, 31%. It's a very mediocre moon. They're being beat up because somebody just wants to beat them up.
Warp drive active.
One more to look at. So we found one. I don't like to crowd my neighbors though. And, you know, swarm in on them. Here's another one that's been attacked. Oh. Interesting. So they have two of them that have been attacked. All right, and this one is on 3-1. It says 16% Bistot, 30% Proxiers, 18% Omber, and 35% Zeolites. Holy cow. Another one that's not very interesting. Bogey King, 1,000 bits, says congrats on making the upgrade and happy Labor Day. Oh yeah, that is right. Today's Labor Day. Thank you so much for those 1,000 bits. There's 1,000 gold to everybody here in Bogey King's honor. I suggest you split that up between 9 whiskeys and 10 dancers for everybody in Bogey King's honor. And then, yes, we're going to add another 10 bucks on that. We're positive on that, so 35.11. And yeah, so thank you to Dr. Thor, who donated a huge amount this morning. And so we've made the goal. Wednesday, we will be building the new rig live on the show here. And so, yeah, that's going to happen. And tonight, I don't know, we'll see, but I may be, maybe I'll go out to the liquor store and pick up a nice little exotic bottle of whiskey for celebration of such stuff. Yeah. Dad did arrive yesterday. 2 weeks early. With 1 day notice. It's all good, though. So, in Chief Tradeums, great show. I was enjoying the Abyss run until you got stream sniped the buttholes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go look at one more system here. Actually, maybe 2 more. I have 2 more close. I prefer that if the owners are there to not bother them. Especially when I come in with a fleet of 8 or 9 guys. And then if all you guys come in too. Yeah. It's rough. Justice. Just don't like getting bumped off top 3. Oh, goodness. There's another 500 gold to everybody here in Justice's honor. So thank you. And we'll add another $5 to the stream machine. Putting it up to 35.16, which I know is over. But, yeah, so we'll spend a little bit of that on a nice bottle of whiskey tonight. And then we'll just start putting the rest towards the next thing. And we'll see what we come up with. Be something cool and good for the show. Something that will improve the show somehow. That's what I use that money for. Show improvement. All right. Now, I've only done one system on the moon value scale. It actually takes a little bit of work to do it. But done one. I'm sure somebody could put together a website that would track all this stuff.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
I don't know, it's like Eve Mogul,
Warp drive
Does that track?
active.
moons, and other things. I could do one of them body painting streams. Yeah, right. All right. I found more stuff. What do we got here? This is tan. And are these tan guys here? Yeah, so it's Tamra, who was mining with us yesterday, complaining that we ninja mined their stuff too much. And so she was ninja mining with us, which I don't mind. Now the people coming in and mining with us. But Tamra was a little rude. Hey, there's not a whole lot of stuff here. I'm going to move on.
You, sir, rock.
Warp drive
Gentilifiel,
active.
thank you for the resub 2 months in a row. 20 gold to everybody here in your honor. Thank you, thank you.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I think that, if others want to come over, I'm fine with that. I just want to follow the stuff of, not doubling up on rocks unless we're out of rocks. So that's the only thing.
Warp drive active.
Maybe the tan guys should just plan their stuff for the same time we're doing our public ones, and then nobody will notice that they have anything. 681 away. That's a ways away. That was the last one there.
Warp drive active.
Shout out to Kristen from Martin. It's like a long distance relationship type thing. Be Casey Kasem. This song's dedicated to Martin's wife, Tristan. Kristen. Here I am messing stuff up.
Warp drive active.
Hey, this one popped, and there's nobody here. Okay, everybody. I got plans for y'all. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is the Omber. and Jaspit. There's a little bit of Arcanor. All right. There we go. It's in fleet. I think we found our next spot. That's the one that was yellow just a little bit ago.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted.
White Fang Alderon says, great show. How to win and make my dad now. How I win to make my dad jealous. All right. Well, I don't understand a word you just said, but yeah, do that. I'm gonna get a fleet out there. Let's shut this guy down. A war deck is a good tip. Yeah, it's good to donate like 10% to the corp that owns the station.
Connecting.
All right. She has to accept. All right, make sure these guys are all empty. Nope. This is all stuff from the last haul. All right. Let's undock all of these. Pod of orcas. Decide to look up moon compositions. Just a moment and I'll, or decide to look up moon compositions. I can do values, but not compositions.
Warp drive active.
There's a link to it. That's the sound of money. Yeah, it's like an orca race. Kind of cool, huh? All right, he's getting started. The rats are here already. Oh my god. Really? Okay. Oh, I forgot to undock her? But she's feeling left out. Well, Kofi?
Warp drive active.
Things are good. So these guys are gonna make. They're making, I think, across the board with all of them together, probably about 16 million an hour. When they're all fully skilled, they'll be at 20 million an hour, and that's raw. Then you compress, you add a significant percentage to that. So, and then you refine, you add even more. I did post this in Fleet if anybody's wanting to come out. I don't know how much is here, but it's quite a bit. I think I'll pre-tip the station owner here because I may not remember to. Sometimes I forget. Bump. Anubis, post the link again. You got something that shows moon stuff? Yeah, post the link again. Owners may be here. Okay. Well, I'll get my guys mining. Everybody be sure to tip these guys. Tip the station owner. Or the station corp. What? This guy's full of ore? I forgot to unload. Man, I thought I unloaded everybody. Apparently I forgot one. Did you post it again? Yeah, okay. Let me get that link up here. I'll look at that in a minute. Oh, that's Daupa's site. Okay, let me find station here. Oh yeah, I guess that's what they're called. Send him 25 million. It'll probably be about 10% of what I get here. I'm pre-estimating. I just didn't want to forget. I know Brian likes to give more when he's mining. All right. So these guys up here, I think, are shoot guys. They're the alliance of the other guy who buys the ore from us. All right. It's going. Really depends on the ores. Am I streaming the build? Yes. Wednesday. The show on Wednesday. We are streaming the build. If need be, we'll stream it Thursday as well, but I hope to actually be doing a show. We'll see. Or we may call that show Fixing All the Bugs and Putting Everything Together as It Needs to Be, blah, 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 something like that. Yeah. The hell is going on with the AC? Far too warm in here. I'll be right back, everybody. All right. Turned the AC down. Any tips on how to deal with long-term campers? Well, what are the campers? What's more context with that, Carter? Like, are they camping your ore? They camping your station? Your gate? It's not the spicy tacos. I can see it was up to 81 in here. It's just too warm. So I turned the AC down. I can feel it cooling down now. It's actually gone down to 79 now. What happens is, big thunderheads come over. This is what I'm figuring out. Big thunderheads come over, and you can see the drips there. That's actually off the roof. That camera is just under the eave there. And when they come over, the temperature decreases by usually around 10 degrees, sometimes as much as 20 degrees. And then the AC just doesn't have to work as hard to stay on. And while it keeps the rest of the house or the main floor of the house at a good temperature, since it's not working as hard, it's not pushing as much air in here, and I generate way more heat in here. So, and I do have an air return in here, and so it does pull air out, but it's not at a fast enough rate. What I need is a negative air pressure in here. I need it pulling out so that it pulls in from the other room, like under the door or something. But if this were my house, I would solve this by putting a second air intake and a second register in here. So, yeah, I don't need to Put a thermostat on screen. Yeah, let's see how all these guys are doing. I don't know what size of a poll this was, whether it was just a little one or a big one. You know what I'll do? We got a donation earlier today. Who is that? Is that me too? Where are we going with there? I have no drones out on this one? I'm sitting on this rock. I have no drones on it. Oh my goodness. Here I thought I was mining. Those are not my drones. These are not the drones you are looking for. Yeah, those are not my drones. How about that? I am Markee Dragon, yes. So let me look at the donation that I got in earlier today, because I got a fantastic donation in of 4 million ISK, and I have a really hard time with names, so please don't be offended if you're the one who donated it and I don't remember everything, but here it is. So Alton Varanus, which is not the same name of the person in Twitch chat, I will use that to put up another Athenor public with compression in the other system that we're supporting. So, oh, JJ, 4 billion's nothing, man. You should have seen Dr. Thor this morning. You missed it, man. Dr. Thor, holy shit, man. Yeah, Dr. Thor put $485 donation equivalent onto the new machine. So it is paid off. Yeah, we exceeded the goal. And so in honor of that 4 billion, I will put in another public Athenor. And I know which system I'll put it in, and so I'll make another one public in there, and we'll do it where it'll do compression and everything, and so we'll have 4 systems, 4 public Athenors, and you know what? I'm not begging for money or anything, but if anybody else wanted me to just put up another one that's public, if we can get a minimum of 7 Athenors up, we could have a public one every day, every show. And so if anybody else wants to donate ISK, I will put it toward that. It doesn't cost 4 billion, but with compression and everything, it's around 2 billion. But then the fuel is 3 times as much. So maybe that's the way that we fund the public ones. Is that those of you that are making good money off of this, that don't want to that don't want to run your own, I'll be happy to put them up and make them public. And I'm willing to manage as many as 1 per day, twice a day. Does that make sense? So one that pops like 4 hours after the first one. And then we just make it for everybody on the show can mine them. Something like that. So I guess that would be a good way to fund it, because I do want to do this, and I don't mind making them public, and I don't mind managing them. As long as they're up and running, they're okay to manage. And so wait, why are they all idle? Whoa, it's gone. That was a small rock. All right. I think that works. It's just a thought. So Let's see here. You do, though, do need to tell me if you send something, because I don't always notice. But I will see if I can get that done tonight. Well, I don't know. There might be some heavy drinking involved tonight. If we don't get it done tonight, it'll be done on the show tomorrow. Maybe that's what we should do. We'll do it on the show tomorrow. How do you prevent people from mining a private one? You be very, very quiet about it. You don't announce it. And hope that no one comes. Okay, well, I can see that already all of the rocks are taken. Let's go for Jaspit. So we did the second one yesterday. We had only one add-on, and I appreciated that. So that's another way that I've been funding everything is, I mean, I've been funding all these out of my pocket. So we'll go get the stuff to do that. So this will also put compression in another system. We'll have 4 systems up here where we're offering compression. The refining is not at a high grade refining. It's, 50%. But, if you don't care on a few percent, it works. So... Right. Oh, Zippo says, best option is to make sure that there are no public reprocessing stations in the system. Without a fast way to compress, people avoid mining in those systems. Zippo, you have a very good point there. But how do we then allow our group, because I'd like to give favoritism to our group, how do then we allow our group to compress and refine, whereas general public, Joe Blow, who doesn't know anything about what we're doing, isn't in there? I don't know how to do that other than you can add individuals to access lists. But that's a lot of work. Did you know that you have to type their name in? You can't even drag and drop it. And then, we got people who will ask and then it'll show up just one day and then not show up again. It's really not very sexy. So if you toggle it on and off, so that's another suggestion. But it costs, I think, 4 days of fuel to turn it on. So, yeah. Okay, so just something for the office there. Yeah, see, I could put somebody in the corp that could manage that, but it's a pain in the ass. You know, or do I just, you know, invite everybody who wants to be in the Dragon Corp? You know. You know, I could put people in the corp, and then, but at the same token, that doesn't necessarily fix everything, especially when the corp gets wardecked. Hey, step away for just a moment. I'm going to grab another drink, and then we'll figure this out some more. Be right back.
Show me your scars. Show me your heart. Give me everything, everything you are. Oh. Show me your scars. Show me your heart. Give me
It's a little bit stormy out.
everything.
You can kind of see the striations across the lake. Cool view, yeah. I just wish the camera wasn't fogged up like that, but there's so much spray. I just looked out the back window, and even on the patio, where the windows are
Show me
got a 10-foot, 12-foot cover over them. They got spray all the way, because the wind's so high, they got spray all the way up to the top of them. And they're 8-foot windows. So, yeah, kind of cool though, huh? So, yeah, we're supposed to tonight and tomorrow. We've got that tropical storm, the edges of it, coming through. I don't know if that's what this is or not, but or I'll look it up. Yep. This is it. So let me see if I can get a radar view up. Oh, we have weather alerts. Let's see what those alerts are. I know I'm not showing you the big thing here. River flood warning. 2 river flood warnings, all right. So I live just north of Tampa. And I think we have, these are bands of the tropical storm, which I don't know if it's been named yet or not. So this little dot is kind of in my area. So, all right. So this is Daupa's site, and he's got several systems listed in here. Yeah. He doesn't have very many in here though. All right. It's called Gordon? Really? All right. All right, let's see here. How are my other guys doing? They're doing fine. Yeah, so I think we'll have today and tomorrow have these bands moving across. It's not a huge, I mean, it's very wide storm. Yeah, there it is. So it's got some rotation to it. And my camera looks west, so that's why it's moving away from the camera, which is not the normal direction that our weather comes from. Our normal direction is it comes off the Gulf or comes up through Tampa Bay. So it's a big storm, but it's not anything that's going to be, I don't think, life-threatening. All right. So, good thing I'm not barbecuing tonight, huh? You know? Can't wait. I also get to update my broadcast software when we do this upgrade. I've been having some issues with it because I'm running an older version and they update the plugins and then so let's take a look at that link. Yeah, they sensationalize everything, but you know. Tropical Storm Gordon. Yeah, okay, this is our first one this year. Usually we have more, but looks like it's pretty popular. Page, it's not loading. No hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings. Hey, along the Gulf Coast, we're kind of used to this stuff, so. Winds of 50. 50 is fine. I get 60 out of my lake all the time. Our houses here are built to handle this kind of wind. It's different if it was up north, you know, where I grew up in Portland, Oregon, then 50 mile an hour is just really kind of devastating. 60, 70 mile an hour would be catastrophic. And it's just because the infrastructure, the way it's set up there compared to here. All of our power lines here are underground. Everything's underground except for the high tension wires, the big transmission wires for electricity. They have to be above ground. And so they are. You can't pump that much electricity through a wire below ground. It doesn't work. Well, it does. It just electrocutes everything around it. And yeah. So we'll have just the tail of it tomorrow morning. Yeah. All right. It's not a big deal. I mean, yeah, it's all relevant. Here, it's not a big deal. Other places, it would be a huge deal. Huge deal. Put them in insulated conduits. Yeah, well, there's only so much that you can do. I mean, yeah, there's probably ways. It's probably just maybe more cost effective. I used to work for Bonneville Power Administration. I saw all kinds of really crazy stuff for power transmission. Bonneville provided power to all of the Northwest, Northern California, Idaho, all of Washington. And we did it with hydro dams and with nuclear and some wind farms. Wind farms were just coming in whenever I was there. And then yeah, so anyway, I just saw all kinds of crazy things. And there was issues with putting stuff underground that was that big. Oh yeah. Yeah, what if you hit that line with a backhoe? That much power. Holy shit. You'd have one hell of an explosion too. I would watch them go out on the high tension wires with helicopters, and they'd use these really long poles to grab to ground the helicopter to the wires, and they would actually get out and walk on the wires, inspecting them, and these from a helicopter, and they'd get 30 feet away with this pole to ground the helicopter to the wire, and it would start zapping and everything, and it was really spectacular looking. crazy shit, man. You got to know what the rules are. You don't follow those rules right, and you do something that's not right, and you'll pay for your life with it. Yeah. And I saw stations explode. You know, the power stations where they, step stuff up and down. When those catch on fire, it's just amazing. And they'd catch on fire because, like, a squirrel would get in between two wires, nose to tail, and, cause a connection there, and the shit would blow up. Yeah, so static electricity from the chopper's blades. Yeah, I knew it had something to do with like that, but obviously I'm not an expert in it, and
Welcome to the Dragons.
so I just know that looking at that stuff was like, holy cow. Pazar Rich Blood, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So, let's see here. So, Umber, Jaspit. Arc. There we go. Some Jaspit. This isn't a very big pull. This is a 6 or 7 day pull. From the size of these rocks I'm seeing it currently. This one's off.
Look to the sky, out to the stars. Believe what you find, no matter
Oh,
where
it's kind of cleared up. Well, it hasn't cleared up. Not raining heavy.
you can go on.
Still see a little bit on the little bit of wind back there. Oh, we're idle again. giveaways here.
Days come and gone, feeling undone, shattered and torn. How will we belong again? We stand in line and we amend for a better time.
All right. Feel chill. We all chill? Yeah, Mr. British Twitch, take care. Catch you later.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Let me, just doing that. Hot dog. Great new Omega codes. Markee Dragon Store for the win. Yes, thank you. So, we're going to be doing a giveaway of 3-month Omega time. Store.markeedragon.com. You got to be logged in. Got to have an account. Go to the giveaways. Add this to your cart. Check out for free. Put in here your name, your game name, your Twitch name, YouTube name, whatever you want me to read off if you're the winner. So it's also this one here, which we're going to do 4 winners of 3-month game time. We'll be drawing that first of the month. So I think I'll go over to this character here. And he is out of Oregon. All right. I'm going to leave the other guys out here, and I'm going to take him up. Station.
Warp drive active.
So, got I'll have to map out this other system tonight if I have time. Wouldn't let you sign up with no message. Oh yeah, doesn't let you add the cart unless you put in something in the message there.
Request accepted.
Seems I have several ships in there. I only need one. Actually, what I'll do is go get more of those containers. They're next door in a manufacturing facility. See if there's compression in that other system too when we're over there.
Warp drive active.
Savage Randy, no problem. tell you, with the bulkheads in, this thing is slow. Can't add items to your cart. Are you signed in? And have you put a message in the little box there that we read off if you win? Tappets need tuning. Yeah, that engine doesn't sound like it's going quite right, does it? Yeah, that's the sound of the Athanor pulling the moon chunk. It sounds really cool when the moon chunk and it's just holding it there. It's just real deep. Thud, thud, thud. And not sharp like that. It sounds a lot like a heartbeat. So what's better, AFK, VNI ratting, or Orca in HiSec? The AFK VNI ratting is null. Can't do so. They're two completely different areas, and I like the mining better. You can AFK it more. You can not 100% AFK any of this stuff, but you can not pay attention as much. With the AFK VNIs, sometimes a dread will show up and bam, just take you out like that. Or hostiles show up and take you out. So, like other players. Got enough ice at the moment there, Team Newbie. Making 700-800 million a day with maxed Orca and 2 Covetors in ice. That's pretty good.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, you can sit on it. I might need, might be reevaluating here in a few days, you know. No dreads and Forsaken hubs. All right. The Forsaken hubs also have a few more frigates, which put your drones at risk more. But both of them can still be the AFK method, or the hands-off method is what I should say. It's not 100% AFK, it's a hands-off method. It can get stuck. And it can get stuck with, there can be 3 or 4 of the rats that never target you, and you never target them, and so they don't get blown up, and so you don't advance to the next spawn. So that happens.
Show me your scars. Show me. Give me everything. Show me your scars. Show me your
Hey, Dr. Thor. We talked about you while you were away. We only said good things, I promise. Am I going to be live streaming the storm coming? No, this is not a big enough storm. I did get my tacos, yes.
Docking request accepted.
And they were good. One of them, the middle one, was especially spicy. I had 3 of them. It was great.
Show me your scars. Show me your heart. Give me everything. Everything.
All right. Fully expanded out. I can get 11 of them. Which is fine. Leave one here. for other stuff.
Welcome to the Dragons.
I don't think I have any research spots left open. Tharid, thank you for following. Welcome. Okay, so maybe I do. Let's research these up. Six days, right? Yeah, I should have enough of these containers to last me everywhere I need. They're so huge to transport around.
Welcome
7 of 11.
to the Dragons.
Sir Dankest Meme, thank you for following. Welcome. All right, there we go. That was all the research that can be done on that at this time. You're missing Arnold. Oh, Arnold Palmer out front. Beatings are going to continue until morale improves. What's wrong with our morale? This playlist is just my own easy listening playlist. It's all Monster Cat stuff. That's right. I was going to look in the system to see what the status was of refining and compression. There's one, and they offer it at 2%. Okay. We'll put one in this system at 1%. I'm not really trying to compete with them, but 1% is just what I put as the charge.
Warp drive active.
Yep, Dad's here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I decided we'll go out and buy a bottle of whiskey tonight with the overage on the goal for the new machine build. Something nice, something that's just, you know, for celebrating things. And so I'll take my dad out with me for that tonight. We'll go drive in the rain. I don't know, still kind of clear right now. We got bands going over us from this tropical storm. But it's not that bad of a storm, really. He might think it is, but it's not. Because he's not used to this kind of stuff. Alright, I think we're going to start wrapping things up. So, I am feeling like I'm starting to run out of energy, and it just doesn't make for a good show when I run out of energy. So, let's do a last call to get in on the giveaway. And we're going to have another one of these tomorrow, by the way. Tomorrow's the last Eve show before the computer rebuild. Wednesday, we're going to build the computer live on the show. You're running higher tier sites and you're not getting enough loot? Yeah. I always liked to run the escalations and didn't count on the other stuff too much. He only got 7.5 million. He probably just sat there for a while without paying attention to him.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, the build will be fun. Expect it to be slow though, because if I run into anything that I don't know, I'm going to stop and research it. And because I'm going to take the time to do it right the first time. And wish list doesn't do anything for you. You have to add it to cart. Hockenham, are you logged in? Does it have your name up at the top of the page? Right up here. Does it say welcome and then your name? If you're not, you need to be logged in. Then when you're adding this to your cart, right here, you got anything in there? You gotta put something in there. If you don't put anything in there, it won't let you add it to the cart. And so yes, for both. And did you already get an entry in today? Do you have an email from us today saying that you got entered in? Yeah, the most likely answer is,
Welcome to the
in this case, is that you already got in this morning. It only requires one entry per day. When the show starts, you get entered in. So, yeah. But, I don't know. Our site needs to do a better job of teching these kinds of things and saying something like, you've already got an entry. Wouldn't that be handy? That would just make so much sense. I don't know why we don't do that. Because I'm not a programmer and I have to pay them to do that, and then we put everything in order of priority, biggest payoff for the work and all that stuff. Ernie Shu, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah. So, hey, let's see here. Change my fit back. Otherwise, I'll forget, and you do not want to go expanded. It's only 191,000 EHP with full cargo expanders in. Very easy to kill. Yes. You want to not be so easy to kill. This here is speed fit. 303,000 EHP. And then 400,000 or 500,000 EHP with those in. Hockenham, I wonder if you just uncovered something. I wonder that if you add it to your wish list, that it won't let you add it to your cart because it says you can only have one and it's already on your wish list, and so you have to add it from your wish list. Comp, are you listening? If you are, can you try that? Huh. Yeah, that is very interesting. So if it's on your wish list, it won't let you add it to your cart because it's in your wish list, which it considers in your cart. So, but in some other, spatial kind of way. Yeah, this would be programmer thinking, not human thinking, which we encounter a bit of that. Programmers don't necessarily think in the same terms as humans. JJ, yeah. It would explain a lot. I bet you that's it. That people have it on their wish list, and so that's why it's not working. Add that to our list of questions. Oh, God. Yep, and Hockenham, I see here. Love the show. Did anyone ever win the Lich King sword? Oh, yes, I gave away 2 of them. Yeah. So, all right. Hey, we're ready to do a draw. Let me check my guys here. Here's another one that's done. I'll leave all the rest for you guys who are still here mining.
Warp drive.
Some of my peeps are still here mining. I'll leave them for a minute. All right. So, rewrite the back end. Us programmers are as lazy as possible to do stuff. Well, so brilliant minds doing programming don't always think in terms of how people react to things or how people's natural flow of actions happens. And that's where the biggest conflict comes in our stuff. So, all right. So we're going to do this draw. And then tomorrow, we're going to do it again. We got another long show tomorrow. We're going to hang out and we are going to do more stuff. Yes, that's a UX designer job. That's what I end up doing a lot. I have to write up all of the process flow and everything for the programmers. So I didn't know that was a UX designer's job, but that's what I do. I design. I am the one who designs all the features and everything and their flow and functionality and stuff, and then I hand it over to our programmers, and they have to be able to understand what I'm saying and produce what I've written there. Which sometimes what I find is, I say shit like, give me a list of all of the items in whatever category. And if I don't put that they should be alphabetical or they should be in the order that we place them or whatever, they could actually appear in a different order every freaking time you load the page. And you're just like, why wouldn't they order them? Well, because they weren't told to. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody want a job building a new store for us? We've got so much work on the back end on this thing. It's crazy. Yeah. So it doesn't surprise me when we run into a bug. All right, let's do this draw. It just looks like I have shitty programmers. Publicly, my statements are that my programmers are fantastic. I'll put the blame on myself, not telling them exactly what I need. So, anyway, I had a really good relationship with a programmer that worked really well. I paid him, I kid you not, $10,000 a month to work for me, doing all of this stuff. He, with that $10K a month, he did have someone else that he hired to help him. But but he got it. I'd write the stuff out. He'd come back with any questions, and then he'd, reiterate it back to me and be like, yes. And then he'd do it, and he got it right almost all the time. Okay, so the winner of this is going to get an email from us. This is for the 3-month Omega code. It's in celebration of us having Omega codes, subscription time in our store again. And so I'm really happy about that. So now when you're subbing to the game, you can support the show by getting it from us. Use your discount code. Save yourself a few bucks. Right now it's on sale. So if it's coming up anytime soon, tomorrow's the last day of the sale. 11:59 p.m. Eve time. It turns off. It goes back to normal price. So, yeah. So, Anyway, okay. I'm really happy about having this stuff because not everybody buys Plex. Not everybody pays for a Mega Time either. There's some of you who are making enough money in game that you just buy it in game, but those people then buy Plex. Maybe that some of them are getting it from us, but the majority of you paying for your monthly, and so it becomes an easy way to support the show, and I really appreciate it. Okay. So if you are the winner, I'm going to read off the message that you put in. If there was no name in it, then I'm going to read off your real first name and just your last initial so you know who you are. And then you will receive an email that will look like a reply to the confirmation email you got, because that's what it is, with the code and how to redeem it. So somebody here is about to get 3 months of Omega Time. Congratulations to Ravenlock. Ravenlock, you are the winner. Check your email. You'll find that contained within. So, all right. We are tomorrow going to be we have another full show tomorrow. More Eve. And we are going to put up compression in another system. I'll show you how that's done. We'll reconfigure that. We'll reconfigure a station that's there. I'm not going to put one up live on the show. We'll reconfigure a station that's there. And I don't have any moons lined up for tomorrow, so we're going to have to find some. And so we'll do that. And you're actually on the site to buy a 3-month as well. Are you the one who just won? No, you're not Ravenlock. Yeah. But anyway, thank you for Ravindus for the purchase. Yeah. So, well, you are. All right. So, okay, so your game name's different than your Twitch name. Well, perfect. Woohoo! Glad you got that. So, yep. Well, so you either don't have to buy it or get it now anyway because it's 20% off, and then you won't need any for 6 months now. It's like a 2-for-1 special. Yeah. Anyway, it's up to you, buddy. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. And, JJ says, no, I'm Ravenlock. No, I'm Ravenlock. Yeah. Everybody here's Ravenlock, right? And then Wednesday, we're going to build the stream machine live on the show. So it's going to be fun. I got to clean up my office, get the lights ready and everything. So that'll be good. All right. Okay. See you all tomorrow.